The book Greezy Creek tells the story of two young men growing up in the 1930s Kentucky, and this morning we want to welcome the author George Justice to Daytime to discuss this new work from Jan Carroll Publishing. How are you doing today, Mr. Justice?
I'm doing well, despite the allergies.
Is it allergy season there in Michigan?
Oh, I'm telling you, they're running me around the block.
Well, we're going to get past it. Let's talk about your book, Greezy Creek.
Okay.
Kind of give us a synopsis of the book.
Well, in the telling of Greezy Creek, it was my objective to introduce readers to an Appalachia seeded with both fault and forgiveness, one with as much mystery as candor, where bloodlines are not to be dismissed, and its people as hard-knocked as the crags and hollows they know as home.
And your two main characters are Bobby Yountz and Reuben Kane, and you kind of tell them from their perspective.
Well, done as a first-person narrative, it tells of an Appalachia honed by the unacquainted ways of the Scot-Irish hybrids cloistered in its deepest regions. It's a Southern story by a Southern author, a story meant for both young and mature readers alike. A story that introduces readers to customs and traditions all but gone and to a time and place as authentic as America itself. I'll give you a brief synopsis.
Yes.
The story itself begins as a flashback to Reuben Kane, now 78 and long retired after nearly 40 years as High Sheriff of Pike County, Kentucky. We find him on his front porch recalling his past and the death of his best friend, Bobby Yountz. Reuben is only 11 when his mama dies of the fevers, and just 12 when his daddy up and leaves without a goodbye. Alone for the first time, he takes refuge with his grandma Spicy and the hope she brings through her wilderness doctoring and her concoctions of roots and herbs and all that she culls from the mountains. But it's the great aunt Mary Olive who ultimately brings Reuben to Greezy Creek and gives him a home within the sphere of her splintered cabin, her superstitions and weakness for bootleg liquor. They share a cabin with Mary Olive's daughter, the scrawny-boned but lion-hearted Sari Ann. And together they forge an unlikely tapestry of family and enduring love. Sari Ann is many-layered, but none more than what comes from strength of will. She is also the eternally committed sweetheart of Corbin Fairchild, displaced scholar and Pike County's preeminent moonshiner. In coming to Greezy Creek, Reuben soon discovers a best friend in Bobby Yountz, a dandy and a huckster, even at 14. Together, they come of age and learn the discordant ways of bootlegging, the pain that comes with the manifold and all-consuming confusions of love, and the long-buried shocking truths about Reuben's family. But it's only after Corbin Fairchild is shot and killed by rival moonshiner Haymon Flowers that life takes a turn toward things more exacting, and where Haymon Flowers ultimately meets a similar fate. After Bobby and Reuben return from the big war, a series of unexpected events brings into evidence the name of Bobby Yountz as the long-ago killer of Haymon Flowers. With Reuben now as High Sheriff and Bobby the new kingpin in Pike County's moonshine trade, legal and ethical crossroads take us to where friends and friendships are tested to the point of breaking, where doubt and suspicion exact their own dilemmas, and where those least suspecting find themselves on the receiving end of retribution. But it's only when state police investigator and outsider Colter Hatfield dares to uncover the truth that names close to home begin to resonate with a sense of undoing. Aging and drunk most of the time, Colter knows his days are numbered and is hell-bent on making sure his last case and his unforgiving brand of justice will long be remembered.
It sounds like a very involved story, and it sounds like you have you have like 200 extended family members there in the hills of Kentucky, and it sounds like you've drawn on a lot of those experiences to bring this story to life.
Oh, they are the cornerstones to it. In closing, I will say this. Greezy Creek's characters are possessive of the threads that run through us all. but its universal appeal lies in its authenticity. Any work of a historical nature demands the utmost consideration to the hard, cold facts. That's why my research was such an undertaking. I wanted to make sure that everything was an accurate depiction of that time and place, from the flora and fauna to the everyday task of survival, how they worshiped, how they went to school, the parlor games they played, the crops they grew, the songs they sang, everything. It's a story where readers are taken behind the veil of a culture all but gone, but a time and place worth remembering.
We look forward to reading it, and I'm going to give the information to the folks right now, but thank you so much for joining us today.
Okay, just here's the copy of the book. If you want to go to my website, it's GeorgeR.Justice.com.
All right, we got that information for you right there, folks. We'll be back with more Daytime Tri-Cities in just a few moments.